Also, my microphone is muted for some reason. Hello again! Hello, now that you can actually hear me. Let's turn down that by, like, a lot. There we go. Alright. So sorry. I've eaten some chicken and such today, so my throat is a little clogged up. Alright, we're playing some Factorio. Last we left off, we were working on a design for the defenses of our base. We will continue with that project throughout the day, most likely, throughout the stream. The very first thing that I need to do is get some ammunition automated. Iron, copper, and coal. Alright. Well... see, that's a problem. We don't have coal on a bus. Otherwise, I could just add it to my... so sorry. To my existing sushi belt here. Which seems to be completely filled up. What's going on here? You have nothing filtered. You have nothing filtered. Oh, is this box completely full of all the things that we want in it? Kinda looks that way, actually. That's kinda cool. Okay. So sorry. My goodness. Okay. So yeah, this is the sushi belt that we worked on last episode. Pretty cool. We're gonna continue using that as our main go-to. This episode, the biggest thing we want to work on is trains. We need to work on some trains. Because we need to be able to go an outpost, and we need to be able to... basically, we need to be able to expand our base, and we're going to be doing a train-based base, a base space with a base of trains. Basically, get it? Basically. Sorry. Essentially, we're going to have a modular base where trains deliver items to little grids that build from raw materials the things that we want. And we're going to have grids for essential intermediates and then grids for output products. It will not be... it won't be... So sorry, got a message. Okay. What am I trying to say, friends? The mall. The mall will not be going away. The mall will become one of those grid pieces, the Sushi Mall. So that'll still be the main way that we build all of our, like, factory components. But we will be using a grid-based design for intermediates. Like, we'll have a grid of gears, most likely, a grid of, you know, engines, electric engines, things that are needed for a bunch of other things, and then we'll have trains deliver them between all the different grids. It's kind of my favorite way to play this game. I very much enjoy it. So, what do we need to do that? We need blueprints. We need a design. We need a way in which we are going to be building all of this. So I'm going to turn on my recording as well so that we have... oh. That kind of looks like it's destroying the frame rate, though. Yes, it is. Okay. Nope, don't do that. We're gonna have to work out something else then for recordings in the future for Factorio. Crap. I'm gonna have to figure that out before I move forward, because I can't... I need to record the game, obviously. Let me see what's what there. One moment. Sorry. Filters. Here we go. Let's just try to turn down turn down the bit rate. Could go to... There we go. Makes more sense. Being a little weird there. Try for 22. And see if that flatlines our frame rate. Doesn't look like it. That's good. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. It does, in fact, flatline the frame rate. Okay, so, no, stop that. Sorry. A little bit of... Microphone was muted. There we go. Great. I was just rambling into a void. No one could hear me for all that time. Gonna realign and move forward here. So, we need trains, we need train stops, we need all sorts of stuff, and we need to start blueprinting some stuff. What we want is we want chunk-aligned. Basically, I'm thinking 4 chunks. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, God. This is going so well today. Okay, here we go. So, we are going to turn on the chunk alignment, and we're going to figure out the interior components of our base here. That's the plan. We'll use this space down here as our testing ground because it's pretty wide open, and we can build in it without too much trouble. Get rid of some trees and some stones. Okay, and now I need to remember how to turn on the stupid grid. How did that work? Settings, interface. How did it work? How did I do it? Other. Controls. Is it debug? Yeah. F5. Control F5? Oh, just F5? There we go. Okay. Alright, sweet. So now we can see a grid of the actual chunks. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have 2 different designs. We're going to have a 1 chunk design and a 4 chunk design. And between the 2 of those, we should be able to do everything we want to do. So, these are internal to the base. They should be able to flow into each other, which means that we want our rails to basically be... We could have 2-lane rails on either side, like this. Let's try that. So this would be 1 chunk, which, I mean, you can clearly see is not going to fit a whole lot of anything. But, I mean, it's not gonna... Okay, so that would be 1 chunk, and we could build some stuff in there. That's really not a lot, though, is it? And we would need some sort of rail intersection where these meet, which would be like this. And I might not explain this optimally as I'm trying to think it through. Yeah, this isn't right. Like this? Yeah. I'm just trying to, you know, visualize, and that is difficult to do, so... Yeah, so we would need some way for them to transition between the segments. Okay, no, I'm gonna ditch the 1 chunk design idea because It's just going to make... I mean, that's not enough space to do anything realistically, and anything I can do in 1, I can do in 4. And I can even fit multiple things into a 4-chunk design if I want to. So let's try this again. And I kind of want it to be internally consistent. By that I mean, like, I want it to have both sides of the rail, like right-hand drive and left-hand drive, in one 4-chunk box. That's the idea. So, let's do that. And look how much space this has immediately. That does mean that we're gonna have, you know... I don't know. It's a little questionable. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. I'm just rambling and saying things that don't make a lot of sense right now, but you'll see what I mean. Need more rails. Okay, so say this is our grid. Could have trains running parallel to each other. And it does... Okay. So they'd be running back and forth. This would be like this way, this would be this way around the circuit. And then they would have to cross here. This way or this way. And then signaling that would be an absolute nightmare. So let's do this instead. Give ourselves a little bit of extra space for train signals and such. Okay, this has to cross here. That's so that they can get in and out of this circuit, and we'll have those at each side. And then say you had another one right next to it. Like this. And there. We need signals and stuff to see if this will work. Hold on. Let's see. Can I get signals on both of these sides? This would be going this way. So obviously it couldn't be butted directly up against that. So no, that won't work either. Okay. We're learning some things. We're learning some things. We need room to place a signal on the outside ring. We need room to... The music's very dread-inducing, isn't it? So this will be the way to go here. And then we need room to space these signals on this side. So that'll be kind of how that looks on the top. And can I... Let's see... And we need it to do the same thing on the bottom, so... Just see here. This goes this way. That'll be around the circuit. Okay, let's just go like this. Can I... This has to have that room as well. Alright, that's interesting. Eliminates a lot of space immediately. Okay, so it'd be like, let's see. This is going around left, and that's going around right. Then those would go there, and then that would be what our... don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe we think about it in terms of placing the intersection on the join of 4 chunks. So, we want something like this because it has to go really quite difficult to make work how I want it to work, isn't it? Because we want them to be able to go straight, but they also need to be able to turn. So if it's going here, it needs to be able to go left here or right here. So that means this has to be much, much bigger. And there are blueprints online that I could be using for sure. I like to design my own blueprints. I think it's fun. So let's see. How big is a curve here? Three, four, 5. This. Or like this. Yeah. That's more or less correct. So this is the base unit circle for a rail system. It can't get smaller than this. So if you have rails going in either direction, like this, and then it's like this, except here. Yeah. Then we can use roundabouts to get them in and out if we wanted. Yeah, that's probably correct. So then, imagining this is right-hand drive, so it'll be chain signal, or signal there to enter the roundabout. Okay. We're getting there. We're thinking. We're thinking here. Thanks for being with me while I'm thinking. Need more rails. Okay. So that is a roundabout. That's an intersection of these rails. Now we need to figure out how they... basically, how that will interact with this with a grid chunk where trains can actually pull out of the system to deliver their items. And there's a few ways we could do that. Let's turn off the grid here for a second, just so that we can clean up and think clearly. Okay. Some ways we can think about this. I need iron for those. Okay. Let's... Okay, so that's in... It's out. This is in... Out... In... Out... And... In... Out. There we go. That's signaled. And then we'll want... Will we want regular signals or chain signals in the middle? That's the question. I think it's chain signals in, regular signals out, I believe is how that works. So we'll want some chain signals for that, but we'll figure that out in a second here. We'll also want some lights, definitely. What do we need? We need iron plate. Yeah. That's not terrible. Got a bunch of steel now. Let's grab a couple of those. Let's grab a couple of those. Let's grab some iron plate, which we're still not buffering where it would make sense to buffer. Instead, we're buffering it way over here. There we go. Let's grab some chain signals, some regular signals, some stations, and a bunch of rails. And then, can we just make these electronic circuits? Yes, we can. So we should add some stuff to this to make all the signals and stuff. Oh, we have two of them right there, so we might as well chain signals. And then how does this work? It's chain signal less than, hold on, let's just do this. How about, but instead of that we go here and we say give me regular signals less than 10 and give me chain signals less than 10. Okay, and then we need to figure out where we want to place those. Probably here. Makes sense. Get 50 of those. And 50 of those. There we go. Now we're making some signals. That's great. I love that system. It's great. It makes me happy. Okay. So how do train signals work? Basically, rail signals will turn. We need a. Can those not be made in? Those can't be made in regular. Or in the inventory, okay. How does one make those then? Single cylinder, iron gear wheels, iron plates. Methinks it might be time to extend the mall more, but we can make this up here for now. Do this. And you are multi-cylinder engines. Less than, let's call it 20. And then you and say locomotives. We don't have steel plate, though. But that's okay. We'll have steel plate at some point later. So locomotives less than 5. How about 5 on the belt? Products finished 16 and 18 respectively, and we do have a bunch of them sitting over here ready to go. That's sweet. Love it when stuff works like you think it should. Should be making stations here somewhere as well, but we would need to expand the whole system, and it's a whole thing. We should get steel up here, though. We can do that pretty easily. Wow, music is popping off. Holy moly. Turn that down. Goodness. It's so loud. All right. It would be fairly trivial. Well, it would be kind of trivial to get this on the belt. Where would we put it? We would put it like here with another splitter. Yeah. You'd have to do it like here. So let's get a bunch of stuff. We need a dump chest that just flows into the... We need a bunch of stuff is what we need. Let's grab an iron chest here. We can put some of this stuff away. There you go. A little bit of stuff out of my inventory. We've got some coal or some ore that we can definitely put away. Stone. There you go. There we go. All right. Stone brick dump chest. That's not gonna work, though. We could reverse these. Do that. Then this one will take in place. There we go. And then this gets that condition instead. And this gets no priority, and then steel will flow in there. Okay. And all of this will be much cleaner. Oh, and then we need this to go here. And this will not... And this will be steel plate. It's the 30. There we go. Okay, and now steel plate has joined the party here, which is pretty cool. Now, once that flows around, this will start getting made. This should probably be fast inserter instead. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And you are set to, yeah. These belts are getting real crowded. we should probably do something about that. I'm not sure what. I guess add another bank would be the way. You really have to be aware of your buffer conditions. And then let's get locomotives. We want like 20 locomotives. That means that you have locomotives as a filter now. Yeah. There we go. And this will just make locomotives eventually. Wow, they're expensive, huh? But we will need them, so might as well start making them. And we could make some steel furni. That'd be a smart move. Increase our steel production immediately. What am I missing for that? Just stone? Okay. And stone brick. There we go. What are you missing? You're missing iron. So those need to be fast then. I don't think we're making fast inserters, are we? No, we weren't because there are no, there was no steel. But now there is steel. So, let's change this recipe to a fast inserter. And change this to output fast inserters. There can be 10 on the belt at any given time. And add fast inserters to this filter. We want 50 of them. There we go. That's waiting on copper cable. There'll be a better way. I mean, once we have electronic circuits automated elsewhere, then we can just input them into the Sushi Mall, which will be great. That's really all we're missing is just electronic circuits, but they are being used abundantly at this point for all sorts of things, so it'll take some time for that to... I mean, we only have one assembling machine, and it's actually being limited by the output of copper cables. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. This is going to start to be limited by iron production now. Let's go ahead and start to expand our iron smelting operation a little bit here. Those will go twice as fast, use half as much fuel, which is great. Okay. What was I working on? Rails and stuff? That's right. We needed a locomotive. Lovely. Okay. That'll just tick away, do the things that it needs to do. We don't have military science to research flamethrowers. That's what we were missing there, I recall. So, let's look at this. Fuel. Alright. We need to think about how we're gonna make this happen here. And it's been a long time since I've used trains. So, for instance, right now, this is red. This should be a chain signal, I really think. Yeah. I think it's chain in, regular out, if I recall. And then regular in the middle, I think. So now, for instance, a train entering here could get here, but a train here could not get here. Why is that? Because we don't have a signal there. Let's try to add some... here? Regular signal? There we go. Okay. So now, like, one entering here could go there, but if I position you there... Yeah, that's how that should work, more or less. That's a lot of signals per intersection, but I think it'll work. See, and that's just because he couldn't get far enough away, so... Oh, interesting. It's actually because this is one section, track. I don't see a way to fix that, other than, I mean, they just have to get farther away. And then that opens up. Okay. What if this is a chain signal instead? What if all of these are chain signals instead? That how this should work? It has been a minute since I've used this. I think these read, because if it's blue, then a train could enter, but it won't if this is where it's trying to go, is how that works. I think. We would need another locomotive to test. I'll go get that. And I'll also get more signals. Walls are accruing. Slowly but surely. Steel is backed up again. That's good. Okay. Some of those. Those were backed up, so this would have been able to do other things instead. We're definitely output constrained at this point. Well, we're just constrained by green circuits, really. Okay. It's kind of slow going to get this up and running, but once we have it up and running, it's going to accelerate our development substantially. Yeah, so it will not go there because that's blocked off, but it will go here because that is not blocked. Lovely. And once again, it will not go there because chain signals. But if we got rid of that, it could go here, for instance. Lovely. Love to see it. Okay. So, this is our roundabout, such that it is. Chain signals in. Regular signals out. And it is chunk aligned. What's going on here? What is going on there? There we go. That was weird. Okay, great. Now we can blueprint that. And we can snap it to the grid. Absolute position. Let's see, it snaps to the global grid. Yeah. There we go. And we are going to call it four-way roundabout. Create that blueprint. Oh, what the heck? Right click to open. Grid size. That's what's going on. 32 by 32. What the heck? Try a 16 by 16, maybe? That how that... What? No. The grids are definitely 32 by 32. Why is this offset? It shouldn't be, because it is exactly aligned to the grid. Odd. A little bit odd, for certain. A little bit strange. Oh, you can see my notifications now. That's awesome. Width. 36? 38 by 36. Let's try that, I guess. I guess we're gonna have to offset it? That's obnoxious. So... very odd how that works. We just have to make the grid exactly correct. Grid position. Shift left click in the preview to change the grid position. Okay. Something like that. There we go. Okay. So now we can place these wherever we want and they will snap to the grid appropriately. Placing them right at one after the other is going to be a little weird. Only because of signals. So let's try it. Hold on. What if I shrink these down to their smallest possible size? Will it still be weird? Let's open this, select new contents, save that. Oh, and now it is odd again. Okay. It's like this. There you go. I mean, that looks good. Now that's out. And we can't have two. Will that hurt our chances at all? And... or hurt our movement at all, is what I was actually trying to say. I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's fine. Because what are, you know, when will we actually be using them right next to each other? Not very often. So the only things that I am thinking about here are if a train needs to get from there to there, that's a long travel. But, I mean, it'll be fine. We'll be using semi-small trains. Thinking 1/4s. will be my go-to. Okay, so that's one step of this process. Now we need to figure out how we are actually going to use these areas. So, I think this is going to be the place. We should... Let's see. 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. Okay. This is as close as we can get. So the unload is going to have to take place in this area. And then we're going to have another one of these here. Nope. Gonna have to have another one of these here. And that is going from that. Is there any reason we couldn't go from this? There we go. Okay. That'll get them off the rails as quickly as possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. And then this will go like that. And this will go like that. That's out. We want... I'm gonna actually do this. Chain in. And... regular signal out. There we go. And then this becomes an unloading station for whatever we want to do up here. And it'll be... How big is this going to be? It's going to be big if we do it like this. I mean, it could be as small as that, but more likely it's going to be like this and like this. And that's one segment. Like a 6x. Interesting. Let's look at train station here. Get it as far back as we can. How many can we fit? We can fit a 1-4 in here pretty easily. Okay. And chain signal. And we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work. Chain signal it up here like so. And that'll just mean the train can move in quickly to get into the station if we're like swapping trains quickly. Okay, that's an unloading stop, or a loading stop, basically. Unloading will be, you know, something like that. Eventually it'll be stack unloaders, or I think these can actually output from trains, right? We would need to build a cargo wagon to find out. So let's do that. If these can unload from cargo wagons, that is going to be a huge time save. Locomotive. And a cargo wagon. I put some stuff on here. They absolutely can unload. Oh, that's crazy. Can they load into cargo wagons? I guess we didn't really need to go through all this trouble, but sure. Yep, they can load into cargo wagons too. Oh, that makes this trivial. Yeah. Okay. Usually you have to do this with inserters, and there's a lot of circuit conditions and stuff at play. But this is way easier, way simpler. Okay, great. So then, yeah, we'll have a 1-4 train, or maybe we do a 1-3 because they can unload so effectively. Let's see. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes. By 3 would be 18. By 4 would be 24. I mean, by 4 is definitely preferable. We could do 1-2s. 1-2s is interesting. Little zippy guys zooping around. See, and in this configuration, we have to have one in between. I'm wondering, because these are spaced out more like how I would usually want, or more like how I would want. So let's go these. Would be like this. And then like that. How much unloading can we get done in that space? I'm wondering if this is feasible even a little bit. Let's look. Answer is no. Answer is definitely no, at least in this configuration. However, this is probably best. The other thing we could do is make it a little bit asymmetrical. So if it goes like this, and then it joins up over here, or if it joins up... Oh, weird that that's how that works. Yeah, over here is best, I guess. Like that, then this would be on this side of the track. We can make diagonal stations, right? No. Yeah, so this would have to be that. And what are we looking at? We're looking at a 1-1. This is not, that's not useful. Okay, so yeah, we do have to have, wherever we want the train to unload, it has to have a full tile in between the two. Which is interesting. It's good to know. And we're going to call this... no name. Because I am going to be doing a lot of stuff with, like, circuit conditions later. With those loaders, it becomes so simple, though. Okay. So, then we make a blueprint. Then we snap it to the grid. And we call it... generic station for now. We need to move it around in the grid a little bit. Let's make it a 32 by 32 grid. And this is right on the bottom, I think. Something like that. Okay. It's correct in one way, but not in the other. Interesting. Does that need to be grid snapped? No, not necessarily. Let's, let's look at this again. Just see... Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So, no grid snap for you. Instead, we'll just have to be a little bit more cautious about where we place it, which is fine. Lovely. Let's look at this. And I'm curious about something. Did that keep the name? No. Okay. Select new. Don't want that. We just want this. So let's do just this. There we go. And train stop names are in there. Okay, and trains are in there. Let's get rid of trains, though. Okay, save that blueprint. So then, if we boop, then this is no name, and that is no name. Great. Fantastic. I love it. It's gonna... We're gonna accelerate here pretty quickly. Yum. Cheers to you, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, wherever you're watching. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day. Okay. So, yes, we'll actually start making some progress pretty quickly here. We just need to get these, like, ground rule type of things out of the way, and then all of a sudden expanding becomes just super simple. So, then I need to think about, like, how do I want to actually format the base, right? Could do it in a lot of different ways. Also, how hard is it to get big electric poles? Not difficult. Let's do it. That also give... Oh, concrete walls. Cool. There are better upgraded walls. I like that. Oh, and get rid of flamethrower in the queue so that we can actually research that. Yep, it's researching. Okay. Because we want to be able to run electrical energy easier in these blueprints. Yeah. That's great. And then this would not work because we have those two close together. So that's fine. Let's get rid of those. What if instead we acknowledged here? Wow. There we go. Okay. So that would be one grid section. I mean, that's a lot of space. That's basically our entire base could fit in one of our new grids, which is pretty cool. Then if I do this, I do wish these would snap correctly, but they won't. It's fine. So say this is like, say this is our mall, right? Trains come in, they drop off everything that we need, and we can have 3 different stations for drop-offs. And we could have a, or say this is, you know, for something that isn't a mall. Say this is for, I don't know, you know, electrical circuits, for instance. So then wood and iron and copper come in, and electrical circuits come out and join the network, and then they are taken off to wherever we actually use electrical circuits. So then, you know, electrical circuits come into the mall or wherever they come into. Now, the mall is kind of a weird one in that we'll need to think really hard about how we get things delivered there. That is a weird one. We'll think about it. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this. I think I like this. So, let's clear this out a little bit, and then let's start to think about what we actually want to build in our first segment here. I mean, the obvious choice is smelting, right? Our smelting array will go in the first segment. So we'll want steel furnaces for that, which means we should add steel furnaces to our mall, which means we'll need to add another segment to our mall, most likely. Okay, and then this is where this gets a little weird. Is we have gates, right? Okay. We have gates. And that does work. Okay, great. So then our wall blueprints will have to basically align to this structure instead. Which is not hard to do, because there won't be any stations on this side of the wall other than maybe defensive unload stations. Okay. So let's start working on that a little bit. The exterior. And then we can actually start placing some of these and start building out. Oh, I'm excited. It's gonna go crazy here soon. I can feel it. We should also probably actually research flamethrowers so that we can put them in place. And then we need to get oil, and then there's a lot that still needs to be done. For certain. Okay. Construction robots would be very helpful, for sure. We are running out of space. Mostly because of wood. That makes sense. Okay. Then this becomes our first... Need more gates. What are those made of? Steel plate, stone wall, automation core. Okay. That's fine. So then trains can still exit to go on their outposting journeys and such. Then we want this to be the wall. Then we should think about the corner pieces as well. Now, the wall should have gun turrets, definitely. Like there. Let's look at this. Can this be done? Naturally, that is there, so we would have to use red to get past that. Okay, that's not terrible. Then this can pick up from there to put down on there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then imagining that this is our... Imagining that this is the corner, right? Really, we don't have a... That's an odd thing to be lacking. Missing one underground? Very strange. Okay, we want to reverse these, reverse those. There we go. Okay. Then we want probably... another 3 gun turrets here. By the... There we go. And if that's going there, then we can just maintain the idea here. And we want pickup from there. We want pickup from there. That's easy. Okay. So now all those will have food, so to speak. And then we also need flamers. For which we really want to research the flamers, which means we would need military tech cards, for which we would need electronic components. So then we're back to oil, which was the whole point of getting trains in the first place. But for now, this'll be good. And we will just design a blueprint for gun turrets only for now. It'll be good enough. Corner will be a little bit overprotected, most likely. But I'm fine with that. There you go. Okay, we need more belts now. We should really get a car. Wouldn't be too hard to do. It's a-making engines, that's for sure. Nice. This will have to be a steel chest. Because it's running out of space. Makes sense. Grab that. Anything else? Not really. Should be good. Glad I'm making locomotives there. Gonna need cargo wagons and such as well. And then we'll probably put together an ad hoc oil refinery. Not in... Well, maybe we'll make it a grid section. Just start to actually use the design. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Okay, did I grab more belts? I did. Excellent. We didn't pick those up. That was a mistake. Oh well. There we go. And we'll have a wall segment, basically. So, how often do we want to run these is the question. Say we had these. And say there's a flamethrower turret there. And probably there. I want them to be over here. So, does this work? Awkward positioning. Let's just put them down 2. There we go. Here. And here. So those are the pipes, and then we'll have flamethrower turrets every so often. Which I really want to research. How many of these do we need? We need 50 military science. So, how hard is that? That is 50 electronic components. Which is... what? 2 plastic bars per 4, so 25 plastic bars, 25 silicon. Silicon is quartz smelted. Quartz is sand and water in a filtration plant. Have multi-cylinder engines for a filtration plant. Okay. Well, we can... Gonna need to add another layer to our thing here, most likely. Yep. Let's do it here, I guess. Filtration plant. You will be a filtration plant. Where are you, filtration plant? There you are. Filtration plant less than 5. You need steel beams, eh? Everything else is being constructed. Just slow because of this. Can accelerate the speed of those, for certain. And maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should count what's in here, so it doesn't have them taking up room on the belt. I'm really not sure. Hard to say. Either way, that'll make filtration plants eventually. Will it? Automation core and glass. Why are you not picking up glass? Oh, because you're holding something. There we go. And then put it somewhere. Filtration plant. I really only need like 10. Okay, and then I can manually insert steel beams for now. And those will get made. Eventually. Engines are going to be a thing that I want to build quite a lot more of. Products finished 10. There are 7 of you in there. Okay. You're going to take every single engine that I make unless I turn you off, though. So, I'm going to turn you off for now so that those engines can go to other things for a while. Okay. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work. I'm happy with it. For the time being. Filtration plants will get made. Plastic bars mean that I need pump jacks, which I have not made yet. Those need small electric. Okay. Okay. Can I, like, do this? Okay. We need more of them. What am I missing for these? Iron, primarily. Now copper. Copper again. Okay. Did I make a thing for these up here at some point? No, I did not. It's okay. Copper and iron. There we go. That should be enough pump jacks for the time being. We have some gun turrets. We really need a place to manufacture ammo. Coal, iron, copper. Guess I could hand deliver coal. I dislike that. I mean, for now, we will just do this. Cool. And we want this to output to a box. There we go. Now all I have to do is dump coal in here and it'll do its thing. It's the easiest way to get coal over here. There isn't really an easy way since we're converting it all to fuel. Weird recipe. Yeah, strange recipe. We're gonna need coal on a belt at some point, or, well, it'll be on a train, so we can deliver it wherever we want. Which is great. Let's grab some of this. Then we'll go up and claim the oil field. And we need to think about oil processing. Copper, iron, steel. Really, we should just invest the time to extend our mall to make all this stuff. That would be way better than doing it this way. Okay. That. And then we will defend this stuff a little bit. And then, yeah, I'll probably start expanding the mall with a third bank of assemblers. This isn't its final location, is why I have been hesitant to do so in the past, but I mean, it's time for sure. So, a couple of ways we could do that. The best way is just to mimic this. So it'll be here. Here. And here. All right. And then we're probably going to have to clear the memory cell again after all this, but it'll be what it'll be, you know? Let's start with 6 of them. But we can make this as many as we want at this point, and it doesn't have to stop necessarily. There were 5 per side on this. I mean, that's 20. That's a good number. And then we leave room here. And probably just prep for the next one immediately. Okay. Okay, there we go. Then we need to get electricity to all of them. And lights. There we go. Okay. Now then, you will be making... We need steel and steel beams and steel gear beam. Ooh, wow. Had a little bit of a stroke there. No big deal though. And let's just talk about this, shall we? We're going to nope. How am I gonna do this? How am I going to do this? We do have filtration plants now. That's lovely. I want an easier way, is why I'm waffling. Want a simpler way to do this. So, we will just... Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the input is on the green wire, so we will green wire it up. And the output is on the red wire, so we will red wire it up. And then the green side is set to read hand contents and none. And these are set to enable disable for however many objects we want. So, oh, is that an autosave? What's going on here? Okay, must have been an autosave. And we will say signal check mark for the time being. That was wrong. Okay. This is still wrong. What's going on here? There we go. Signal check mark. How about signal anything? There we go. Because we don't want them to turn on until we want them to turn on. There, perfect. Then we can just copy this and paste it. And paste it. There. That's fine. You know what helps is if it's actually linked up to the rest of the system, though. So we need wires for that. That's going to just go here. And that's going to go here. There we go. So now our count is a little bit off. That's fine, though. And then we can just link that. And link that. Everything less than 5. Why are you green? Anything less than 5 is what I did on accident, is why that's green. Okay. This should be everything. Because that'll be, yeah. There we go. Okay. But now we can actually say what we want. And what we want is steel gear wheels, in this case. Which I'm having just a heck of a time finding. There they are. Steel gear wheels. Less than, let's say, there can be 10 of them in circulation. But you actually need to be steel beams. Less than 10. There we go. Okay. Now we can talk about other things we want to build. We want to build oil refineries. Yes, everything should be good there. Other than I think we don't have pipes being manufactured. No, we do not. Can fix that pretty easily. Let's do oil refinery less than 5 here. Or maybe even less than 1? Less than 5's fine. And we want chemical plants. Let's say chemical plant less than 15. Or, nope, let's do less than 5 because they'll be put in a box. Okay, chemical plants are good. What else do we want here? Oil pump jacks. Oil pump jacks will be less than 5 as well. That's fine. We're going to need pipes. And that's going to be pipes less than, like, let's say 20. And let's do underground pipes as well. And that'll be less than 4. There you go. We're flowing better now that we have another bank of things available again. There's a lot of things in circulation, that's for sure. Pretty cool. What else? Do we have electric poles already? We do. We don't have the big ones that we just unlocked, though. Those require concrete, right? Yep. And concrete requires... what? First of all, I think it requires a tier 2 assembling machine, so let's plop one of those down. Yep. And it requires water, sand, stone bricks, and iron sticks. So no, we are not going to be able to... we're not going to be able to manufacture concrete on site. No chance. We can get cargo wagons for certain. Let's get this on. And we link those. But it's everything. We can just copy this and paste it. Yeah. Oh, and that didn't work. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Now this will be cargo wagons less than 5. Then we need to pick up all the stuff that we just added. So let's do cargo wagons. Let's say I want 20 of them. And let's do oil refineries. Let's say I want 10 of them. And chemical plants. My brain's short-circuiting when I look at this list of items. There they are. Let's say I want... probably 50 of those, to be honest. Okay. Pump jacks. Take 20 of those, thanks. And what else? Pipes, underground pipes. Pipes, let's say we want 50 of them. Underground pipes, let's say we want 50 of them. Okay. That's all we've added so far on that section, so that's good. Then you are missing copper cable. The reason you're missing copper cable is because you're missing copper. You think we have that much copper in here, eh? I guess we might. Really, we should drain the belt and reset the memory cell. You know how much I want to do that. We could just increase the copper amount that we're allowed to have a little bit. Let's say we're allowed 100 copper. Okay, now we're output limited from this guy, but we are getting some more copper cable out on the belt, which was a huge bottleneck for us, so... Okay, that should work. It thinks we have less than 20 of those. Are you not reading? How many do you think we have? You think we have 0. The output was not set to read on the electronic circuits, so that's a thing. Are all of these outputs set to read? Yes. Okay. Good. Yeah, so you thought we had 0 electronic circuits, but we actually had a lot of electronic circuits. Yeah, we definitely have to drain this belt and start over. Not what I like to do. How do we want to do it, is the question. Guess we can just input this into a chest. We can disable the input. No more in, thank you. And then get a steel medium container with some extra steel. And that should do the trick, I think. There you go. Output priority right. And now we're draining the belt. And it'll take everything off, and then we can put everything back on and count it. And then we'll know exactly how much we have of everything. That's the play. And to do that, we just need a belt set to read. Alright. No output priority. No output priority. No output priority. And then we can clear the memory cell. And I should have kept the output priority. Okay, cool. Not too hard to drain the belt at this size. It'll get harder and harder the more we add to the system, obviously, but not terrible at this size. Okay, I think we've done it now. So we can turn off the output priority to all of these. And then we put everything back on the belt, and we count it all. So, go like this. We go like this one, it's red. Yeah. Read belt contents, do not enable disable. And then we can just... Oh, dang it. We should have this as an actual system that we build instead of fast-handing it like this. The memory cell wasn't set up is why this is happening, by the way. So we'll wait for everything to drain off again. Okay. Now then, we reinstate the memory cell. Now there's nothing in the system currently. Now we can put things back into the system by turning off the output priority to all of this. Up. There we go. And then just reversing this. So we reverse that, and we put a belt here, and we make sure that it is reading the belt contents, and we go. And that should be filling up the belt contents. It is. And just output priority left for now. There we go. Now we've got a little bit more flow rate. This is filling up with all the stuff that we're putting on the belt. And it's empty. And everything is joined the belt. Okay. So, we now have an accurate count of the items on our belt. Then we just have to turn off enable disable here. And it'll start allowing things through as we need them. Okay, we've still got free-flowing items, which is really what I'm looking for here. At least one half of this belt needs to be free-flowing. Once we can upgrade these to blue belts, this will be an even better system. But I think we're good, because it knows how many of everything we have again. Okay. There's a lot of staring at things in this game, for sure. Take a couple of bites of food here. Okay. I think this is... The more I think about it, the more I look at this design, the more I play around with it and just, you know, come back and forth, the more I think that this is probably a prototype. And the real system will have multiple lanes of belts coming down the center. Yeah. I think that's the case. Because we could take from up to 2 belts and still remain this compact. So if we had multiple belts going down the center, that'd be... I mean... maybe. This might be good enough for what we're trying to do. I'm not sure. Either way, pretty nifty. Chemical plant. Cool. Pump jacks. Cool. No refineries yet. What are the refineries missing? Item ingredient shortage, and that ingredient is steel beams. And that's because it's missing steel. It is allowing steel in, but it's getting used up pretty quickly. Yeah, because that's suffering from an item ingredient shortage. And it's because the steel is... I mean, the steel just takes a while to get over there, basically. So I'm guessing it's used in bursts. And both of these use steel. We can also inject items into the system with something like this if we wanted to. I mean, we'll let it ride. Or steel beams. Here, have some steel beams. Just to accelerate our progress today. I'll have to think about a better way to do that. I mean, one of the ways would be to manufacture the components in bulk and also bring those to the belt. It's an interesting idea. Okay. We are running out of iron in this patch still, which makes sense. How we doing? We're still keeping up with our smelting demand for now anyway. And we can very easily just boop. We're out of undergrounds all the time. And we have an odd number right now, which is very strange. I don't know exactly how that ended up happening. But we can grab undergrounds, that's no problem. Then it'll start making them again. And just like that, our iron is doubled. Okay. What the heck were we working on? Oil. We were working on oil. Okay. Let's get oil, military science, flamethrowers, start to increase our productivity here. We need to join stone to that, but realistically, our first build in the new train base should be our new mall. That'll be more productive than this overall. I'm just looking at it and I'm just thinking thoughts, all right? Thinking some thoughts for sure. Now we're missing electric engine units, which are missing copper cables, which cannot output fast enough. Okay. That's interesting. That means the belt is saturated again, is what that means. Which was really fast. Because you need space on the belt in order to make things in a system like this. So, we can expand that. The space on the belt, I mean. Did not. It's fine. It'll only be off by a little bit. Just using that as a measuring stick at this point. There you go. Now there's more space on the belt. About, what, 50% more? 30% more space on the belt? Maybe that'll help with some things unloading faster. Certainly looks like it's helping a little bit. For critical infrastructure like that, what we could do is grab another one of these. And just copy and paste. There we go. More copper wires in the environment. Now there are 40 copper cables on the belt, which is cool. But you're still ingredient limited. I mean, that'll be fine over time, right? Because it'll balance out. Should balance out. Yeah. Should work. Electric engine units. You have made 3 of these so far. Your point of failure is still these guys. So, one thing we could do, since copper cables are a butt for that, is we can do this and this. And then you can deposit things straight into there. Now that should accelerate things a little bit. It's an ad hoc solution, granted, but it'll accelerate things a little bit. Now you're missing iron and iron gear wheels, which is interesting. Iron, we do have enough on the belt, for sure. We could inject a little more, though. Bring copper back down to, like, 80, maybe. Iron up to 80. There we go. Trying to keep things balanced a little bit at a time. This is the right amount of saturation for this belt for now, for sure. You're still stuck a little bit, eh? That's interesting. Still. It'll do. It'll do. We do have some oil refineries now. Lovely. Okay, let's go grab that oil. Also, let's grab some concrete. Let's do that now. Which I believe is... Let me just probably do it over here. Concrete. Here we go. Iron sticks, stone bricks, sand, and water. So that's stone and iron. We have both of those things right here. And you're just consuming all of the sand that you can get your hands on still, which is interesting. Sand, water. Got a lot of landfill there, though. That's nice. Iron sticks. And stone bricks. Okay. Sand, water. Sticks, stone bricks. I'm interested in... Do we have any crushers on this whole deal yet? Doesn't look like we've made those. Let's make those. Crusher. Yes, please. You're going to make crushers until we have 5 of them on the belt is fine. And one of you is going to grab crushers until we have 10 in the box. And that'll just accumulate over time. It's not like super fast or anything, but it'll do the job. Looks like we could use some more iron gears now. We should. There are 40 on the belt, it's just... It's a lot of belt. We are running into the limitations of this idea a little bit. But it's super cool that we didn't have to, like, we didn't have to route everything in a super specific manner to get everything going here. Pretty nifty. Okay. Have you made a crusher yet? No, you are working on your first crusher. Okay. That's just fine. The other thing that I just thought of is that because of the way that we are splitting this, an item that gets made here might make several transits before it makes its way down here. It would actually be better if this was just all one long contiguous belt for that reason. Which is fascinating. We could do that. Wouldn't be too hard. Not sure why. Okay, there we go. Now it's one long contiguous belt. That was easy. So now the maximum time for an item made here to get over here is just the length of this belt. Okay. Now we can use those middle sections for something. I'm not exactly sure what we'll use them for, but maybe unloads. Like we could use these for resetting. Okay. The other thing is this doesn't allow for... like, the belt isn't going to be as balanced. There will be sections of it that have a lot of stuff and sections of it that have only a little stuff. Which I guess will be fine, because those sections will... I mean, it'll eventually even out, more or less, if we're close to our capacity. Yeah. I'll try it for a while, see what happens. Let's go grab that oil like I said we were going to. I keep getting distracted. Let's see. I've also been streaming Factorio now for about 2 hours. Eventually we are going to switch to Baldur's Gate today. Not sure exactly when that's going to happen, but when I feel like it, I guess is the answer. Okay. Oil. There you go. Pipes. We need more underground, we need above ground, we need a lot of stuff here. Yeah. Let's run this back and grab power. Oh, wow, all of these are out, eh? Okay, this patch is going to be out of stone relatively quickly, so that's something that we should bear in mind. Just want to make sure that we can continue to supply the steel with that sand. Okay, that's fine. What was I over here for? More electrical cables? More electrical poles, rather? Power poles? Oh, there must have been a lot of those. Yeah, there were quite a few of those. Okay. Looks like this is evened out, more or less. Pretty cool. Making things every now and again. Steel is at 40. Wonder where all of it is. Wonder if I picked it all up and we need to drain the belt yet again. Alright, so there we go. Pump jacks are on now. And now we can grab our underground belt, or our underground pipe, our pipe, and our chemical stuff. Pipe to ground, pipe, chemical plants, oil refineries. Okay. Chemical plants. What are you waiting on? Waiting on steel beams. Steel beams are waiting on steel. So it seems like we need more steel. Let's go up to 50. How much do you think? Oh, it immediately went up to 50. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's making them, just slowly. And then they go all the way around before they're picked up again, which is less than ideal. But it'll work. It will work. Okay. We got our pipes. Get those on the hotbar. Okay, and then this is gonna go here. There we go. Alright, oil. We have it. Now then, we need to think about what next we need. What next we need is definitely plastic. So, we need water and crude to make the plastic. Which is fine. We'll put it here for now. We won't need this much, but we will for a while, and we'll have an actual place for this. Okay. Then we'll go like this. wrong. We go like this. And voila, we have oil, and then we just need water, and out comes crude oil. All right, and we'll want a tank for the crude oil, and we'll want tanks for all sorts of things moving forward, but for now, we'll have a tank for the crude oil. Like this. Because we'll have crude, heavy, and light. Is why we'll want multiple tanks. Eventually. For now, we'll just be making crude. This needs some electricity. Go. Some lights. Then we just need water. Which I think we can get from... Can you move over by one? Yep. And then this can just go into there. And we have crude oil. Lovely. Okay, crude oil's done. That was easy. Next, plastic takes coal. Well, we know where our coal is. For now. We are rapidly approaching the point of being out of coal, and then we'll have to tap that to the north of us, which we could do now. We have trains. Nothing's stopping us from doing it, really. Okay. Let's get our military science packs, just by basically hand feeding, and then we will come back to this in a second or two, because we only really need 25 plastic to do what we're trying to do here. So, this should be enough coal to make all the plastic that we need. Yep, because it's... one coal makes 2 plastic. Easy enough. Then filtration plant, and a furnace, and then... we'll have basically what we need. Let's grab those filtration plants. Then remember, we'll be using 1-3 trains. So that is something. Okay, now let's look at this. Filtration plant needs sand to operate, yes? So we can put it down here. It also needs water. Okay. Filtration plant. That'll make quartz. And it just needs water. There you go. And then these need actually silicon, which needs a furnace. Which I should have, but I don't, but I'll just make one. Sure. Silicon, please. And fuel it up. And we've got plastic, we've got silicon, and we've got glass, so that's everything we need for electronic components. And then to make this, we need biomatter, which we have. 10 of it makes 5. We need 50. Ah, so we need more biomatter. No, 1 makes 5. Okay, good, good. So we need 10 of these, which means we need 2 recipes. We have exactly enough biomatter. Thank goodness. Let's put down a crafting thing to make this, and then we can make it with the steel and with the biomatter and with the coke. Perfect. Silicon, done. Plastic, done. And we just need military tech cards, which will require... Okay. Blank tech cards, easy electronic components. We need electronic components, that's what we need. So that's plastic, that's silicon, that's glass. There we go, that should be plenty enough. And we have biter research data, and then we just need blank tech cards. How many of these do we need in total? We need 50 of the science, which means we need 50 electronic components. Okay. Oh, whoops. Heck. Electronic components. Make more, please. We have 24 currently. And we should definitely get even distribution going. That'll be helpful. We need 50. And we only need 2 recipes a U, so that'll be plenty. $44, 1 or 2 more crafts should do the trick. 2 more. There we go. Okay. We should be able to plop this down up here, feeding off of one of the blank tech cards. Blank talk, tick, tuck, talk. Blank tech cards. Somewhere there should be a place where I can very easily do this. Right here, it seems, would be a good spot. And yet... There we go. Get military tech cards. And do electronic components and do... Where's the biter research data? I know we grabbed it. Did we not grab it? We did. I'm just blind. There we go. Now this will make 5 each craft. So we have exactly enough of everything. And we will speed you along. And then with 50 of that, we can finally research our flamers. Flamethrower turrets, which is great. Multi-cylinder pipe, steel, iron gear. Then, yeah, then our defenses will be a real thing, which is great. And then we'll have to start outposting. Coal will come first because we're almost completely out of it. And then we'll need to set up a smelting array, and we'll need to do a lot of different things. Lots and lots of different things going on here today. Alright. Yeah, and I am going to add even distribution here. Just so I can get a bunch of stuff out of my inventory. Even distribution. Install. That'll have to reload the game. Now you can see my whole monitor when things go. I don't know if I like that. I'm not entirely sure if I like how that works. Guess there are other ways that I could do it, but it's fine. Okay. Boy, I hope this footage turns out okay. Yeah, even distribution. Best mod. Get all this stuff out of my inventory. Ah, better. This little stone patch is running out as well. We'll need to fix that at some point. Got a full tank of petroleum, which is great. We got 45 fish. Not very fish-rich over here, but we have some. We do have some. There you go. Get the raw fish out of my inventory as well. Okay. Now, what the heck were we doing next? Right, we're researching flamethrower. That's what we're doing. Forgot I had even distribution. Researching flamethrowers, very exciting. And we should be drawing near a close here. Eventually, military will probably be built up here and come down this way, or I mean, well, this is a very temporary setup anyway. We'll have a different design entirely when it's a train base. We could have multiple stations per block when we needed to. That'd be pretty cool. What else should we be gunning for here? Rock inserters would be cool. Modular armor could be cool. But if we get modular armor, we really need personal roboport. Because, ooh, we can get solar energy now. Yeah, we're gonna need this. Let's get this. Get this. And this requires sulfur, batteries. Oh, robotics requires chemtech. Okay. Time to start researching. Time to start researching for real again. Okay, there we go. Now that'll research flamethrowers for us, which is great. Let's remove this. Love it. Then we need to outpost. And the idea with my... The thing that I want to do with my outpost is I want to just place the outpost there we go, within the grid, so that I can just join it to the grid super easily. Oh, do I have radar yet? Let's research that at some point as well. Now, if we go up north here, then we can see what we need to do. Cliff explosives. Okay. Cliff explosives. That's not really that hard. Let's get sulfur explosives, cliff explosives. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. Just get a few of these down. I mean, we don't need this much coal. We don't need nearly this much coal yet. But, you know, set it up once. And then we don't have to think about it again. There we go. Flamethrowers are researched. Love to see it. There we go. Okay, and then this is where robots would be grand. We're getting there. We're getting to the point where, I mean, construction robots are legitimately right around the corner. So soon this will be pretty trivial to do, rather than kind of a pain in the butt like it is right now. Okay. Then we just need to get a... I'm interested in seeing if we can kind of cheat this a little bit. We basically need to have as much room as possible. Because I want to fit a 1-3 in here. And we'll use a 4-4 balancer, even though we kind of need a 3-3. It'll be fine. I'm just wondering how we're gonna do that. So like... Oh. Yeah, because what we need, right, is we need this to merge in here, and we'll probably just do, let's see, that's all covered, yeah. Probably just do like this, and then we will have a 4 to 4, which I believe goes like this. Been a minute since I've built one of these. Yeah, this is how it goes. And combine. And there you go. Right? No. How did this work? Like, something like... Because I was pretty sure... No, this is correct. This is correct. Because you want that to merge this way. Yeah, this is like a balanced... This is a balanced output for 4 belts. Which means it'll be a balanced output for 3 belts. Am I understanding this correctly? Probably. Is there any reason that I mean, it's not going to be fully... Yeah, it's not going to be fully saturated anyway, right? So we'll be buffering on this side. Or on this side, realistically. So, we need to figure out how we're going to do this. And it's going to be like... this. Let's just see. That could work. Like this up here could come down into that, and then... Yeah. Perfect. And let's see how many we can fit here. That's a 1x3. Beautiful. And this is going to be... We're just going to name it. Coal pickup. And we'll have some circuit conditions that allow this to... And we'll go all the way around. And we will... Okay. We just need to... Perfect, okay. And then this just needs to rejoin. The grid. There we go. It's a weird one, but it'll work. So how this will work is the train will come in up here, park here, load, and then it'll exit up here as well. Which will be fantastic. And it won't interfere with the rail system at all. Okay, lovely. Love to see it. Now we need dates and we need walls. And we need turrets and we need flamethrower turrets. And we need rifle ammo and all sorts of other stuff. Now the thing about rifle ammo that I just thought of. Interesting. Let's go like this. Let me see. There's got to be a clever way to do like a 3-to-3 balancer. Because it's not that crazy a thing. Oh, I just want images, not videos. Thanks. They're a little wonky, eh? Do we care about it? Do we care that if it's balanced is the thing? Three in, 3 out. This cycles around. Okay. I mean, eventually we will care that it is balanced. For now, we probably don't, but that's okay. This is gonna go like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, and like that. And something like this. Hold on. Let's look at the picture again. Middle 2 skip. First one goes left. Okay. Okay, I see. So it's like this. Middle one is gonna go this way. And then that is an output. Oh, they're split again in the middle, too. Okay, so that is a 3-to-3 balancer. And then we just need to bring it here, here, and here. Oh, and we need more belts. Okay, that's fine. And we can buffer along those tracks as well if we want. What are we doing down here anyway? Making some stuff? Making some things. Yeah, making some things. Okay. Grab more belt. Grab more... Anything else I need more of? Not right now, and we're close enough that I can just come back. Oh, we could use more fast inserters, actually. There we go. The fact that we really have not seen any significant alien resistance is something, for sure. Ah, that is unfortunate, but it'll do. This goes here. There you go. And then load and load and load. And then we just need to connect this up to electricity and connect this up to a train grid and have a place to offload, and all of a sudden we have a coal outpost. All right, we need walls and we need gates. So let's get... Oh, and we have cliff explosives now. How are they made? Great question. Are they in military? That's a little weird. Empty barrels, explosives, and grenades. Okay. Empty barrels, steel plate. Not really a thing. Explosives are not made here. Let's go down to where our oil is. I think explosives are made with, like, plastic and coal? Something like that? Let's look. Explosives, sulfur, coal, and water. And that's water and petroleum. Okay. Water. Petroleum. And that is sulfur. Done. Then we need more chemical plants to make explosives. Easy enough. And then we need... Okay. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening. If slowly, it's happening. We really only have 2 chemical plants made yet? What is happening up here? Item ingredient shortage. Steel beams. And it is because we are missing steel. A lot of steel. Okay. It's fine. Grab some of those, I guess. Just need more steel. I guess we can increase steel again. Bring it to 80. Okay. Steel beams. How many do we have in the system? We have 5 currently. 6 now. How many are we allowed to have in the system? 10? Make it 20. Okay. We got what we needed. A couple of chemical plants. Let's go make them. Make me explosives. Water, sulfur, coal. Water, sulfur, and coal. Coal is the tricky part, but we're handcrafting for now. There you go, explosives. Now, cliff explosives. Those can be made here, right? Yeah. Empty barrel explosives and grenades. Grenades are coal and iron. Empty barrels are steel. And explosives are here. Okay. Grenades, empty barrels. Empty barrels and grenades. And doot, doot. And doot. There you go. Alright, we need coal, iron, steel. Coal, iron, and steel. Running dangerously low on coal at this point. There you go, 3 stacks of the stuff. 2 stacks of steel, a couple of stacks of iron. And then we can proceed. And we should just be able to even distribution once we get down there, and it'll start making all the things that we need it to make, which is cool. Okay. Weird that it doesn't do that automatically, but that's okay. Gonna be grenade limited, but we only need a few for now. Yeah, this should work fine. Excellent. Now that'll make like 5 or 10 or something like that before it stops working. Okay, let's go back up to our coal outpost here. See what we need to do. And how few of these we can get away with. Looks like we need 1, 2 here. Oh, now we need another one. Okay, that's fine. And we need 1, 2 up here. Maybe 3. Okay. We should be able to get away with that. Not bad. And that is, just to check, yep, these are chunk aligned. So that's pretty cool. Then we have a real outpost. And the first part of our train grid, which is really neat. And we can extend from there whenever we want. I don't know why I'm over here. Forgot where I was going. There we go. Alright, we've got enough cliff explosives to do what we need to do now, which is awesome. I'm fine with some being in the middle. Not a problem. There. Now we can build this up. Oh, or maybe we can't because we need... Yep. One or 2 more. We have 1. I don't think this is going to do the trick. Nah. Okay, so we need one more cliff explosive, and then we can actually hook all this up. And then we'll need walls as well. Walls, gates, etc. We'll need more rails. Okay. We'll need to signal this intelligently. Okay, so more rails. We will need walls, which is not a problem. We have walls. Do that. All right. And suddenly, this is the most organized part of my base. It's like, it's grid aligned. It is actually planned out. Everything is where it needs to be. We need more walls as well. Okay. Walls, rails, gates. Those are the things that we need now. We could make gates in our mall, probably. Yeah, shouldn't be too hard to make these, right? We've got everything we need except for walls. So let's do it. Military gates. Five, and then we will just pick up from there, and that'll make us stone walls. Okay, and then as stone bricks come, this will make gates. And stone bricks are already part of this, so that's perfect. Let's make some gates here. How many do we need per? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per corner. Times 4, so what was that 24? 32? So let's just say we need 50 for the time being anyway. It's gonna be, we're gonna need a lot of them as we expand the base because of the design, but I'm okay with that. There you go. And then we also need flamers, which we can definitely make. Is there anything we're missing for these? No, there's nothing we're missing for these. Okay. Make the flamethrower turrets. Make them until we have, let's, I guess, say 50. Or 10 on the belt. 5 on the belt is fine. We want 50 in the box. Which will be you. Flamethrower turrets. Here we go. Okay. And you're just missing multi-cylinders, steel pipes. How many pipes are you allowed to make? They're allowed to be 20 on the belt. That should be sufficient. Multi-cylinders are going to be missing something. Single cylinders. I mean, it's not actually. It's just... Yeah, it's pumping them out as quickly as it can, basically, which is great. And these will just trickle in over time. They do take a long while to craft, but over time they'll be made, which is great. Oh, those are kind of expensive, huh? You have made 7 gates already. Sweet. You need 10 each. There we go. First flamer is about to be made. Pretty exciting. Needs a lot of gears as well. Yeah, and we'll definitely want... Well, our mall we can... Because how many raw ingredients are we bringing in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently. We'll want 6. We can have a lot of inputs if we make it a really big area. And it doesn't have to be big in all dimensions. It can be big long, and then all the ingredients will offload and stream in, which will be nifty. You have made 1. You are missing steel. But you have steel prio, at least. I think I'm going to want that to be a fast inserter. Yeah, definitely. Isn't it fun to watch? I think it's fun to watch. Alright, we have our first flamer. How big is it? This big. But we can... Oh, we need walls. We have a bunch of walls being made, so that's good at least. And we have some gates. Definitely gonna need those. Walls are down here. Okay. Eventually we'll upgrade those to concrete as well, which are just much higher durability. Like a meteor fell there fairly recently, actually. And this is, like, definitely overkill, right? We don't need this many, we don't need this strong of defenses yet. But we will, eventually. Probably. Maybe not in this exact area, but we will need stronger defenses at some point. So we're just preparing for the inevitable here. And then I'm going to treat this as my entrance and exit. So this is where I will have double gates. We forgot to pick up rail. Do I even have a place making rail? I don't think I do. We just need to make it ourselves. Oh, yeah, no, definitely not doing it like that. Okay. Then this will be the time where we solidify our corner wall section blueprint and our straight wall section blueprint, which will be great. 2, you're missing grenades because you're missing coal. That makes sense. We are running out of stone quite quickly here. So we're doing this at pretty much exactly the right time. Because we are going to need we're going to need to get stone on a belt, or on a train rather, and we're going to need to do a lot of stuff here. Okay. Now then. This'll be entering. That'll be exiting. And now it's time to figure this out. So if I look down here and I copy this, radar. We don't need to copy it. We can just figure it out. Belt's gonna go in front. We're definitely gonna have one of these on either side here. And then our flamethrower turret. We're gonna want... Let's see. We're gonna want it, like, here. And that means that we're gonna want it, like, here. Can that reach? Sure can. Okay. It's pretty good. And then this will go here, because we'll need pipes there. I think that's pretty good. It's not centered, though. That's a little wonky. Let's try it again, but try to get it centered this time. So, both flamers are going to connect. And can that extend? It certainly can, thank goodness. Same deal here. It's gonna do it. Thing. Where's my cliff explosive? Hello? Oh, I guess I don't have any. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll work on the corner first here. There you go. And there we are. Now we've got flamethrower turrets, and we will have gun turrets as well. Let's just do like here. There we go. That should work. And underground, like that. There, and then just put it there, I guess. And underground. We only want one gun turret? I think we want 3. There you go. Now then, we will just align this blueprint like that. We'll get all these in. There we go. That is our corner defensive blueprint. And there is some overlap for those flame turrets. And it's a decent spacing for the flame turrets, I think. I like it. So then we will create a new blueprint. And we will go from here all the way to here. Hold on. Put the gates where they need to be. There we go. And now... beautiful. Go. Get rid of this. Snap to grid. Need this to be where it's supposed to be again. And then this is going to be corner defended for now. Okay, and then, yep, that can go there. That's gorgeous. There. Now we know how we're going to defend everything. Pretty neat, in fact. Okay. And then we just need to figure out a design for the side defended sections, and those can be extended however long we want, basically. Want we oh okay. Yeah, that seems good. Then we just offset by a bit in each direction and call it a day. And we will do something like that. And then, that's right, we will need I'm unhappy with those power pole placements. I am unhappy with how that works out. We'll figure out we'll figure that out later or soon-ish. We also need to add lights to this blueprint, I'm realizing. So, something to come back to. For now, we need more belt. And we need to start to supply some ammunition up here. I like this, though. This is nice. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? Okay, let's see. So this will be like... Okay. I mean, that's not terrible. Then it should go the same the other direction, right? Oh, except for this one. There you go. Pretty good. And we can just place lights at every power pole. That's pretty good. Okay. So, more belts, ammunition, electricity. We should set up a little temporary thing for concrete so we can get big electric poles. Products finished 20. Nice. You, give me 100 of you. Concrete. How does one concrete? Something like this. In logistics, yeah. Concrete. Iron sticks, stone bricks, sand, water. Okay. Stone bricks are here. You're missing stone, which is not great. And I know why you're missing stone. Yep. The whole base is about to crumble because we're out of stone. But that's okay. We have another stone patch, and it's not too hard to get to. By not too hard, I mean it's literally right here, so... Let's get some stone going here. Need more mining drills now. Could be pretty easy to grab. Certainly are. There you go. Okay, and then we need some of it to be made into stone bricks, some of it to be made into sand. I mean, there's a lot that needs to happen to our stone. Some of it needs to come down here, which is less than ideal. Realistically, we should convert this to a... Should convert this to a stone outpost, probably, but for now this will be fine. Let's get at least our stone bricks back up and running, though. Really, the best thing would just be to, for now, just loop it down here and feed this belt so that we can continue to make progress without having to worry. Pretty easy to do. Okay. Why am I struggling like this? Holy moly. Go like this, go like this, this. There you go. Weirdly difficult. I just put a bunch of stone on the... Okay. That's fine. I just put a bunch of stone on the belt for no reason. It's okay. There we go. Stone is restored. Wasn't hard. This took a moment. Okay, now you need sand, stone brick, which will be here. Sand, stone brick, water, iron sticks. How hard would sand be to get here? Very easy now, actually. Like, if we made this one concrete... Concrete. And then we just... Water here, and then we need a crusher, which we should have. Right? We made crushers. Yeah. Okay, I'll take those. Very ad hoc still. It's just how it goes, though. Crusher. Need a couple more trees gone. There you go. In, out, in. And pipe. Which, where am I going with it? I guess over there. Need a couple more undergrounds. It's fine, should have them in here. It is very, Hey. I thought I heard enemies, but I guess not. Okay. Sand. Done. Logistics. Give me concrete less than, let's say, 20. And give me, finally, big electric poles. Less than 5 is fine. Make big electric poles. There you go. And one of you could make it a mission to pick those up. And I should have 50 of them at some point. There. Very amusing. And we now definitely have concrete in circulation. We are going to go with one of these so that you always have prio on concrete, but other things can grab it as well. I like how that works. It's a good way to be. We can manufacture, excuse me, radar. Stone, steel, easy. Radar. And that should be picked up as well. Absolutely simple, in fact. Radar. I don't know. 25 of them? Why not? And we're gonna need bigger storage soon. Which is fine. I mean, all of this can be changed pretty simply. I'm thinking we use one of the big boys, now that we have concrete on the belt especially. We could start manufacturing those if we really wanted. Okay. What were we doing? I got distracted again. Now that concrete's on the belt, we need to... What were we doing? Guess we were finishing this? I do not remember what we were even working towards here. Pipe, underground belt. We should grab a stack. Get the blueprints out of my inventory. You are missing fuel? There you go. A little odd. There's stone on this belt now, which is rather irritating. Could fix that pretty simply just with a filter inserter, then a chest, and you can whitelist stone. There we go. Now it's not on the belt anymore. Problem solved. Okay, cool. Finished one product. Are you missing? Iron sticks. Are they missing? Room in the destination. Okay. Might be time to extend this another beat. More red belts, please. We can just make this longer, and that gives it more buffer space. Which means it can hold more items at a time. There you go. Give space for everything to output. Having it be one belt like that makes it way easier to expand, too. Okay, now let's look at this again. Output full. I think we should do this. Just so that you can get your stuff out faster, because it'll give you priority, basically. And those are needed by a bunch of things further down the line. There we go. It'll take a while for it to balance out again. This is super crowded and this is not, but it'll work out. And now we finished 3 of these already. 8 iron sticks. I mean, they don't need to be built super fast or anything. There's no huge rush for now. The end goal for a mall is that you can build things much, much faster, but... Okay. 294. Slowly chipping away at this. Just cleaning up those initial ore patches. Pretty cool. Okay. So, what to do next? We were working on coal, right? Rails. We need so many rails. Okay. Maybe we just focus on getting the rails done that we actually need to yeah. Not enough rails. Okay. More rails, please. Just focusing on the rails I need to actually complete the circuit here. Oh. There we go. Then this is gonna need chain reel. Something like that. And we need cliff explosives, and we need all sorts of stuff. We need a cliff explosive. Okay. And now you need chain, 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 chain. And reel. There you go. Just do reel. We need I think these actually all need to be actual signals so that it can... Yeah. Okay, so that's coal pickup. Still need to actually connect all of this to electricity, but not bad. This is gonna need to... Need more rails. Out this way. Okay. There you go. Eventually all of this will be actually completed, but for now, train comes in, goes into the station, picks up, goes out of the station. So then all we need to do is connect up these two to wherever we want it to actually drop off, and we have coal again. So for now, where should that be? Well, it should be near where the coal already was, probably. So coal is here, and there's a couple of directions it goes. It just should basically be split. So let's grab a four-way roundabout here. Like here, maybe? I don't know. Do we want it to be... Maybe we want it to be actually, like, thought out a little bit more, and maybe it's time to transition to the real base. Which would mean returning to our grid over here. And starting things off that way. Hard choice, for sure. I think I will do that, but I think I'm going to do that next stream. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to take a little break here and eat some food, get a drink, feed the animals. And then when we come back, we're going to play some Baldur's Gate. So, thank you for those of you who joined me for this portion of the stream. We will go live again in a while for Baldur's Gate 3.